I want to give this awareness today with this platform, right? I just said about something in coding, but there's something known as no coding. Today, whatever I'm building in our organization is on no code. Without coding, I can build apps, I can build softwares, I can build SaaS products, right?
Website.
So there's another career which is building, that is no code, and no coders are earning more than coders. Okay.
Why is that?
Because see, no code as a skill is not developed by many people, and no code as a skill requires complementary skill set like UI UX designing, right? There is something known as CRO conversion. So if you are building a website, right? So how can you increase your
Traffic.
conversion and traffic, right? So this can be built on no code also. And no code is basically, let's say I want to build my website. Today there are two options: WordPress, Shopify, no code, right? But there are people who are building it from
Webflow is also no
Webflow.
code, right?
Webflow is the best right now, right? So Webflow is the current best platform where you can build your website. Then I want to build a SaaS platform. How you can do it? I want to automate my processes. So there is something known as Bubble and Glide. Okay, you can use such platforms. And in India, I will say Builder.ai, which is one of the leading 2023 from the round of investment. They raised 250 million, if I am not wrong, 250 million USD, something like that. So they are one of the top players, right? So no code as a career is actually very good. And I would definitely want people to pick up no code and just not assume that I'm coming from commerce. I cannot, build apps. Hey, I'm coming from commerce right now. But I'm talking on AI.
So, like, just adding to your point, GitHub, right? They have invested, like their founders have invested in a company called Magic, which is essentially replacing software engineers, where you can basically get a software engineer, but which is not a human being. So it's scary. I mean, when I think of all these scenarios.
There's one more thing, Devin, right? Like, there's a lot of noise
Have you heard about Devika?
No. What's Devika?
So, Devika is not somebody as a person, but it's a company which basically helps you to build your products, your maybe SaaS products, maybe your website, maybe your front end, your back end, everything without coding.
Okay.
Right? You basically prompt in simple language, and it goes to the internet. It scrapes the best algo or best front end algorithms, as I said. It brings everything together and builds your website.
From scratch to end?
From scratch to end. So when you build a website, right? Let's say, how do you build a website? You do research. You do many things, right? There's a process. You do a research, then you bring the content together, then you give it to the full stack developer. They do the back end, they do the front end, then UI UX comes in. So there is like a process. This whole process is replicated by Devika. It does not have to go to like UI UX designer. It does not have to go to the coder. It does not have to go to like something like researcher. It will go and come back. There are 7 levels of AI, but eventually currently we are at the 4th level. That is AI.
Okay.
What is the 5th level? AGI. That is artificial general intelligence. Devika is the start of it.
Okay.
Right? Where you basically automate your processes at that level that you don't need human involvement.
So how automated is this? Like, do you have to, like, that junior engineer role is eliminated essentially? You have become like a product manager now. So do you have to just oversee what's happening on the screen, or you just give it the prompt and then you fetch your coffee and you come back? What exactly is the role now?
It's the second one which you said, right? You basically type the prompt. You basically put your input variables, like what exactly you look like how you want to build it. And you can have references also. Like, I want to replicate like this website only, right? You can do that. And then you go bring your coffee back. It will give you the website. First, right, is like if you want to purchase a domain, it will come back to you, say that, hey, I want to purchase a domain from GoDaddy. This is the domain name. I suggest you this. You click on that, right? So there is something known as AutoGPT, if you remember. 8 months back.
Yeah.
Right. So AutoGPT is it's again a concept of AI where you install this into your system. So AutoGPT is basically, it goes to domain, purchase the domain. If you have already given your payment rights, it will purchase the domain. It will start building everything.
Okay.
Right. So every checkpoints will definitely be evaluated by you.
3 questions on this. Is it a free tool or no?
It's
like
a
free tool.
It's going to be free.
Okay.
It's not launched yet.
I think you have to be on the wait list, right?
Yeah, we have to be in.
And what happens if I still don't get my final output? Like with
So
a
you-
human, I have the benefit that to call him, ye badal, get this right. With
So
this,
you have the personalization, you have the customization
You have
features
it-
in that.
okay.
And first of all, there are many, as I said, the full stack developers earlier used to know coding, but today they need to know prompting also. If they have the set of prompts which are like saved in their bucket, right, and industry specific. Let's say I want to build an app for, let's say on Shopify, I want to build an app for, I want to sell my sneakers, right? I want to sell this glass, right? There's a set of codes which is going to be replicate, right? You can have that prompts already installed, and then you just prompt at the right time.
And recently, Sora also made a lot of noise.
Yeah,
What's your take on that?
I'll say it's going to disrupt the media industry for sure. And there are people who are built in US when the access is already given, and you can build a whole movie out of Sora, right? So I'll tell you, it's going to be the future of how filmmaking is done, how media is going to be there, and how these jobs, like as I said, video editors, right? The jobs of, let's say, copywriters, the job of creative, anything creative, right, is going to be highly dependent on Sora, right? So the way text was dependent on GPT, for video, it will be Sora.